Welcome back to the Chip and Joe podcast show. In this podcast, we will have Hector sing another song.
As requested.
As requested by Mario. I told him we'd have karaoke night on the podcast. So, go ahead, take the floor.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Damn it! So, welcome back, guys, to our 6th podcast. This is the furthest we've ever made it. Last podcast was our 5th one. And when we were doing podcasts previously on another channel, we only made it to 5, guys. We recorded so many more. But, yeah, so we have now passed our record.
Yeah.
And, so welcome. Thank you for listening to our podcast. And, let's get to it. Roll the intro.
This is the Chip and Joe podcast show. And Joe podcast show. And Joe podcast show.
And we're back. So, let's get started with the podcast right away. First story. We found a new place, guys. We have been wanting to go somewhere that we've never been to. We went with a couple of my friends to this place called Xander's Board Game Place. It's not the game. That's not the name.
I don't know how you
It's
remember
just,
the name.
It's just Xander's, but I just Board Game Place, so you know what it is.
Yeah, it's up there in Camarillo.
In Cam, so if you are nearby, definitely recommend it. Go with a group of friends. Go play some board games.
Dude, we've been driving past this whole time, Joe.
For
Every time we
years.
go to Thousand Oaks,
Anytime,
we pass by.
Every time. But yeah, it's definitely a place you should go to. They have like every board game.
Every single board game you can think of.
It's like jam-packed of board games. The guy's really cool. I don't know his name. Do you know his name?
Xander? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's called Xander's Game Place, right?
Or maybe that's from like a game. I don't know. Could be from like a game. I will never know.
That's why.
But yeah, it was a really cool place to be at. They have chess, which we didn't get to play. But it's like the huge chess, not the small one.
But do you? Oh yeah, the giant one where they're like up to your like
knee
thigh
or kneecap, thigh area. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. But you know what he doesn't have?
What?
He doesn't have
Sovereign
chess. That's what I actually wanted to tell him, man.
Oh.
And for those of you who do not know, Sovereign Chess is a game that my professor from college made.
No way.
Yeah. It's like totally. I'm serious, man.
Okay.
It's like it's basically regular chess, but on steroids.
As
So
if chess was complicated enough for somebody who doesn't know how to play it. Sovereign chess is like a whole different thing.
So there's regular white and black pieces, and then there's like blue pieces too. There's red pieces, and it's kind of complicated. It's not complicated. The rules are straightforward. It's just there's a lot of chain reactions in that game.
Yeah. So basically, you're either black or white, and you want to land on the color.
Color spaces.
Yeah. So.
And then if you land on that colored space, you get those colored pieces.
And they are on opposite ends, like diagonal from each other, right?
Mm-hmm. So it'd be one closer to your side, and then there'd be like one closer to like the enemy side.
Dude, that
too.
sounds so confusing. Just trying
I know.
to explain it.
Heck yeah.
If you guys want to know more about it, just comment and we'll maybe make a video about it because Hector has this whole board.
That he made it, and then it was never released. He just he had his own like little what's it called, prototype.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make it too. So I got a giant board. I drew it with pencil. And then I colored it myself, and then I got like 200 some chess pieces. It cost me a lot.
Hell yeah, you went with like good quality.
I
too.
went with good quality chess pieces, and then
Which
and
I
then
don't know how you can go with bad quality. I guess if it's like super light and like
yeah,
looks
but mine were
crappy.
like triple weighted or something like that.
Jesus.
Those are good, man.
Yeah.
And I spray painted all of them myself, and it is just good, man. I was wondering I wonder what the guy would say at the store. And like, you know what you don't have? This. And then I'd show him my phone.
He's like, what the hell's that
He's
crap? That's so unnecessary. I have a full chess right here. Just play chess. Why do you need more colors?
Nah, man. And when there's people playing like Dungeons and Dragons over there with like maps across like the whole table.
Oh my god.
I don't know how the heck they do it. that I think he'd be down for the Sovereign chest.
Yeah, definitely. It's like he'd be able to add it to his collection, or maybe he like tries to get it from the original creator or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's $70 though, dude. It's a lot.
for the
my
prototype.
teacher, my teacher's selling it for
Whoa.
$70.
Holy crap!
And I told him too, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not making a lot of money off this, even though it's $70."
Really?
Yeah, I guess the cost to make it, to
Yeah.
ship it.
You know why it probably costs so much? Because he's not making a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because when you mass produce them, it's cheaper,
Mm.
so you can get like a discount. So he's probably making them like super, I don't know, like limited edition and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, if you guys want to check out Sovereign Chess, try to spell out Sovereign. And then search it up. It is pretty cool looking.
But yeah, so
But yeah, that game place is pretty cool.
yeah, that game place is sick. We've gone there already twice. The first time was cool because we went all together. The second time was so good.
Oh, it was.
We ended up. Oh my god, it's loud. Guys, my mixtape dropped. That's extremely loud. Oh my god.
Did it just do a Yui? Why is
I
it
don't
coming
know.
back?
They're just doing laps.
Is it the end of the world? There's sirens everywhere, man. And being in a parking structure doesn't help.
No. Just start shaking the,
echo,
whole.
man.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh yeah, but where were we at?
The second time
yeah.
when we were going over there. So our friends told us to meet him at this eating place to eat at a restaurant, and we went like almost an hour late, which I guess wasn't helping us. But we ended up going there. They weren't there anymore. So then I passed by my friend's house, wasn't there. So I'm calling him. Called him already like a couple times, was not answering.
He's like, your service is not, is
Your
not,
service
I
is
know,
not available or something like that.
And then he used my phone too, and to see if Joe's phone was the problem. And no, in my phone it would
wasn't.
say the same thing.
Yeah.
So we had no way of contacting him because Joe only has one of their numbers
Yep.
out of like the 6 group or I don't
Yeah.
know.
There were 6 people there or
Yeah.
more.
And yeah, we didn't know where to go.
So we ended up just staying in the car for like 30 to 40 minutes, almost an hour probably, just waiting like by McDonald's. And
Dude, I messaged one of them using my PlayStation
through
app.
PlayStation, who would
Yeah.
have fucking thought?
So I messaged him like, "Hey, where you guys at? Your brother isn't picking up his phone, whatever." And then like 30 minutes later, I get, "Oh, what's up?" That's a response. And I'm like, "Hey, where you guys at? It's me, Hector."
Uh-huh.
And then 30 minutes, no, more than 30 minutes later, it was like 40 something minutes later, I get "Oh, we're here." And I text, "Where?" Question mark.
Are you at the restaurant now?
I know.
Are you at the house? Or are
at
you
the
at
game
the
place.
game room?
Because we didn't want to drive all the way to Camarillo and then for them to not be there.
Yeah, that would be very.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, waste of gas.
Yeah, especially in Joe's car too.
Yeah, mine's a gas hog.
And then I think like 30 minutes later, not 30, it was a little bit less. Then he finally was like, "Oh, come in." I'm like, "Where?" And then finally he's like, "We're at the game place."
We're like, oh.
We're like, "Oh, we were
Okay.
just." It was boring waiting in the car, guys.
Yeah, we weren't really doing anything.
Well, we went stop by McDonald's
Yeah, we stopped by McDonald's. I'm like, we're getting food, man.
on the way
I'm-
there. We were hungry.
Yeah,
man.
I'm hungry.
We thought we were gonna eat
Yeah.
in the
Got my
restaurant.
appetite ready and everything, but
Yeah.
you know, it happens. My friend apologized because
Yeah,
I mean,
he's like, "I'm sorry, man. You know I'm not like that." You know?
I'm like,
I
damn,
got you next
we were
time."
gonna go home because we thought you didn't want to talk to us
I
ever
know.
again. He's like, what? No, we're not like that. I'm like, nah, man, nah.
That's funny.
But
Dude.
yeah, no, it was fun there.
Yeah.
And then after that, we had a Smash tournament.
Oh yeah, we went back to their house.
We're smashing all over the couch, you know, on the freaking table, you know, passing it on left to right, right to left. You know, by the end, I got herpes.
Oh my gosh, Joe.
Girlfriend, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry again. But
it was really fun though.
oh yeah,
One of their friends was like known for like winning every single game.
yeah, he's really good. His nickname's Bowser.
Bowser.
That doesn't give it away that he's fucking good. I don't know what does. Jesus.
And then they start like bagging at him like, Rick and Bowser, you're no life or something like that. And he always comes with a comeback.
Yeah.
Like he's like, if I was a no life, I would have been professional already. I only have like 50 hours in this game.
Which, I mean, the game's been out for like 2 months. So
That's a lot.
Yeah. I think a lifetime, like, I've probably played like 100 hours maybe. I don't think I've played probably like 100 hours in my lifetime.
Yeah,
So
but
for him to do that in
so
2
he was
months.
known for winning like every single game.
Yep.
And then I have like above average Smash skills.
You know, he has a technique down. He just needs a little more practice, but he's got it.
So the first thing they wanted to see was me and him fight.
No.
Smash.
Smash. He wanted to see both of you guys smash. It was a crazy smash party.
Yeah, it was moist.
Moist.
Anyways, I think I lost the first.
You lost?
Yeah, I lost the first two.
The first two, yeah.
Yeah. I told him who I picked too, and he picked a counter to me. Man, I'm like, okay, I'll go with it. I lost. And then second time I can't even remember, but then finally we decided to do like a tournament. And I had to fight one of their sisters 3 times in a row.
Her sister
And just
doesn't
say
play
she's
it.
not as like good as like everyone else.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad, man. I had to fight her the first match in every single tournament that we played. I felt so bad.
Oh my god.
But it was funny. Then Joe managed to beat Bowser.
I don't know how. Oh, I just dodged a hit and he ended up
he
falling.
he killed himself once.
Yeah,
on purpose.
on purpose to make it fair.
And then he accidentally killed himself.
Yeah.
The other time.
So I beat Bowser. Bowser, if you're listening to this, you suck.
You suck. I'm sorry.
He's
Bowser.
gonna freaking text me right now. Yo, what the fuck, man?
He goes on like a training montage, man.
He's gonna go and beat my ass next time. No mercy. Super Saiyan Bowser and shit.
Yeah, eventually it was just me and Joe in the finals.
Oh yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know how the hell I got into the
Joe is pretty good, if I do say
Alright.
so myself.
All right.
Yeah,
For not having the game, I think
Yeah.
I hold my ground.
Yeah, he's really good.
But yeah,
But
that was really fun.
it was really fun.
Let's get into something that happened yesterday.
Ooh. Oh, you haven't explained it. You told me
I
something
haven't
about it.
I haven't
but
told him anything like in detail. So yesterday,
You did an oopsie.
a big fucking oopsie. This shit was bad. If you guys don't know, I'm a good driver. Let me just put this out. I'm a designated long distance driver. Driver in general.
Yep.
Whoever's car.
Like it's true, dude. I let him drive my car places, man. Like I'll be
Everywhere.
the passenger in my car.
Yeah,
I like
everywhere.
Joe. You drive. He's like, all right.
I drive everywhere.
Yep.
Like I probably have accumulated a shit ton of hours in the span of 2 years of driving. So I am a good driver. No accidents, nothing. But yeah, so I work at the dealership, and I do 2 jobs, I guess. I have like 2 different titles, I guess. It's doing oil changes and also doing moving cars and parking them. So, it was Saturday yesterday. So I ended up moving cars the whole shift. Towards like the middle endish of my shift, I get into a car because the customer needed the car because they were leaving. So I get into the car, I start reversing, and this is like an older car, so it didn't have a backup camera. And it was a sports car, or not a sports car, it was a 2-door car, so in like the visibility is kind of limited already with like a 2-door. So I'm reversing and I'm looking back and I don't see any car behind me, and then I see a minivan behind me that was like parked in the place it was supposed to be parked. So I'm like, okay, I see the minivan, I can keep going because I know where it's at. So I keep reversing, and then I'm going pretty, not that slow, but not fast, like to the point where it's like, holy crap, I couldn't control. So
We're talking about reversing here, right?
yeah. I was like, I stepped on the
Okay.
gas like a little bit just to get it moving, and that was it. So it was like moving fast enough to where like I can get out quick, but not like, not be able to control it. So I'm
Okay.
reversing out, and then I just feel a
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
dude, it was scary. That's my first time ever hitting
No.
anything. So, turns out I hit a fucking truck. I hit a truck, reversing out. Immediately, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So I put the car in park, and then I go out and I look at the damage. The car has the bumper fucking smushed in, like if somebody just punched it as hard as they possibly could, or kicked it. And yeah, so the bumper was fucked. So yeah, there was no way like I could be like, okay, let me just wipe this off or something. This shit was dented in.
Why?
So I was like, fuck, that's not good. And
Keep in mind, Joe used to have 2 jobs, not anymore.
yes.
This is his only job.
Yeah.
And he's only had this job for about
A month.
a month.
Yeah, a month.
I was going to say 2, but 5.
Like a month and a couple days.
Yeah.
So I was panicking. So then I put the car back into the parking spot and I go and tell my service advisor, manager, my service manager, not my service advisor, because that doesn't make sense. Service manager, he's the one who hired me. He's the one who like I talk to most of the time. So I knew that I needed to go tell him right away, because you have to, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I go and tell him, I'm like, I go up to him and I was like nervous. I'm like, hey, I did an accident. I ended up reversing onto another car. And then he's like, okay, let me just get a notepad and let's go out. He was super calm. I was like, what the heck? And I had heard like other stuff that happened, like bad stuff that happened in the dealership too.
Uh-huh.
So like I felt like he was already going to be pissed.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how he like managed like 2 whammies, bad whammies. I don't really want to say what the other bad thing was because it's just bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would bring their car after that. So it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So he went to see the damage. And as I was explaining, I'm like, yeah, so I was reversing, and I didn't see this bright orange truck. I told him that, because it was a bright orange truck. I'm like, yeah, I didn't see this truck. It's a bright orange truck. I'm like, yeah, I didn't see it. And, like, I feel like in his head, he's like, how the fuck did you not see a bright-ass orange truck? And, yeah, so I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, like, I was reversing. He's like, you know, most of the accidents happen when you're reversing. I mean, it happens. I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that nothing bad happened. I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, okay. And yeah, so apparently the truck had no damage. So
yeah, it's a
only
truck.
only one car got damaged. I mean, it was the back bumper of the truck, so it was metal,
Uh-huh.
but no scratches or anything. No scratch, nothing.
Huh.
And yeah, so he ended up telling the lady, he drove it up and told the lady, he's like, yeah, you know, and she's like, what happened to my car? It's like an old lady. She's like, what happened? And he's like, you know, we were moving the car and we ended up hitting. He was like really nice to her and everything. And yeah, so they're gonna fix the car. Had like 200-something thousand miles,
Shoot.
and already had like the whole clear coat peeling. So I'm pretty sure he was probably annoyed by that because it was like an old car. It wasn't like a new car, but yeah, regardless, still has to get fixed. So yeah, that was my first hiccup. He was like, good thing you came up and told me, because honesty is the best policy. And in my head, I'm like, okay, that's corny as fuck, but all right, I'll go with it. But yeah,
Your manager's going to hear this, Joe.
if he hears this, I apologize. This is for the sake of the podcast. But yeah, so I'm glad I didn't get fired. He was just like, you know, honesty is the best policy. If you didn't tell me, you would have been fired. I'm like, oh, shoot. Keep in mind, guys, I am on at-will work contract, so he can fire me for not liking my shoes.
What?
Yeah. If he the earrings, if he saw the earrings and just didn't like them, he could be like, hey, you're fired.
Oh, my gosh.
Doesn't have to give a reason. Doesn't have to give an explanation.
My gosh.
Fired. I can literally, like, walk in and he'll just be like, not in the mood. You're fired. That's it. Yeah. So,
What the heck?
I was like, I crashed a fucking car. If I get
Joe,
fired,
Joe, what would you have done if you got fired, Joe?
go across the street to another dealership. And I would
And
not.
then they hear what you did.
No. I would not put that on my resume.
Is that legal, Joe?
What?
Oh, well, you're not going to put that you work at
No.
with a place? No, you didn't edit that out.
No, I'm gonna put a fucking beep on what he said. That's why I got quiet.
said the
He
best.
said the dealership that I
Okay.
work at.
Nah, they could have just track that, man. They could go to every single dealership and just ask, hey, do you guys sell oatmeal raisin cookies?
They
Not
don't
even sell. They just
give
give
them
it to you.
away,
That's
yeah.
how cool they are, man.
Yeah.
And then they would have tracked you down. I was just trying to give the extra push.
The extra push so you get fired. But yeah, so that happened. I'm glad I didn't get fired. He was like super chill about it. I mean, almost every person that's been hired there crashes a car.
Mm-hmm.
A guy that got hired there his first day, second car driving, he crashed it.
Oh my gosh, that's bad.
That's really bad. He's still working there, so I'm fine. But yeah,
Man.
I apologized like so many times to him. Like once I saw him walking out, like he was already off. I'm like, dude, I apologize. I didn't mean this to happen. I wasn't paying attention, I guess, even though I was. But somehow that bright orange truck did not come out in my field of vision. And he's like, oh, it's fine. You know, things happen. If you guys don't know, dealerships have lot damage. So they every month they have a budget for cars getting crashed in that in the whole lot because it happens. Like it's so common that they have a budget. So yeah, so like he's just using the budget for that month, and I mean last month we had no crashes or anything, so it's like it doesn't really matter if it's like repetitive from the same person and stuff. Then it becomes a problem, but as long as it's like once every couple months, I don't think there should be a problem, honestly. But yeah, so that happened. That's me crashing my first car. That's weird. It was the weirdest feeling ever. Like you don't expect it. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just, damn it. I just feel I was so sad after that. Like I was like looking down. I'm like, damn, I'm a good driver, man. What the fuck? I'm a good driver. But
man, Joe has met his match, man.
Yeah.
Bright orange truck.
And then they were taking the bright orange truck to the customer, and as it's passing by, I looked at it. I'm like, you motherfucker. But yeah, if I have any advice, just look everywhere, man.
Don't crash.
Don't crash into bright orange trucks. But yeah, that was my advice. Don't crash. So now, last episode we didn't have the Chip and Joe news, so this episode it came back. It's back.
It's back?
It's back, baby. Let's go. It's back. So
All right.
if I can get actually, I'm gonna put 1 minute on my Apple Watch Series 3 42 millimeter. I bought it the other day. Honestly, I don't really use it. I use it like once, twice. Like actually use it.
Is this your first time having that watch for the podcast?
Yes.
Dang.
It is.
Man.
Oh shoot! What am I doing?
And for you, if you guys just want to know like a little background knowledge, we went to Best Buy together. He just wanted anything in the store.
Dude, I was like,
he was
I'm
walking.
leaving.
Nah, he was walking everything. He's like, I could buy that. I could buy that. I could buy that. He like, dang. He was like showing off his money, man.
I wasn't showing off.
Oh,
I
not
was showing in, dog. No, I just.
You're like, what should I get? I want to get
Like,
something.
I want to get something. So I'm like, I can buy that. I can buy that. I can buy that. Do I need that? Do I need that? Do I need that? No.
And then, nah, you kept saying that for like, you see that guy? I could buy that. He's like
It
joking
was
around.
so funny.
It's funny.
There was just a person walking by, and then they asked for help, and then they're like, "Oh, do you need any help?" I'm like, "No, it's fine.
They
thank
walk-
you. We're
they
just
walk
looking around."
away.
They walk away, and then since I was saying that to everything, like my mind was already thinking that, so I'm like, I could buy that.
Oh my God. It's so bad.
It's a
man.
joke, guys.
Yeah.
It's a fucking joke. I don't want you guys to be like, Joe's a dick. It's just a joke. But yeah, that was kind of the thing, and I thought it was really funny. But yeah, I wanted to leave that day with something, so I ended up leaving with an Apple Watch.
I'm like, Joe, what are you going to use an Apple Watch for? He just looks at me. He's like, I don't know. He even asked like an employee at Target like a week before.
Yeah.
He's like, what does the Apple Watch do? He's like, it tracks your steps.
I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
That's basically what I said. All right, well,
The 1 minute.
Now you guys know I have an Apple Watch, so 1 minute. It sounds like I'm flex. I'm not flexing. I don't even use the Apple Watch really. So yeah, I'm gonna put a minute on the Apple Watch, and then we will go from there. So 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Ship It On You, Ship It On. First story. It's the only story really. I don't know how to say first story. People with high moral standards less likely to be funny. People who are normally I can't say that word. Okay, are less likely to be funny according to new research. Based on suspicions about their moral superiors, a group of scientists from the National University of Singapore Business School investigated the link. Wait, I lost my train of thought. Wait,
Man, how do you're reading word for word. How do you lose track?
I scrolled to the next picture. I screenshot these guys. Joke making and people's sense of their own morality. The results suggested that people with high moral standards were less likely to make jokes or laugh at other people's jokes, subsequently making them less likable. So if you make jokes, you suck. That's what they're saying. That's not at all what they're saying.
That's
not at all what they're saying. I'm just trying to
that was some try and talk quality right there, man.
Hey, I was reading, man. I got Ellen DeGeneres on my page. I can't focus with her on the screen. Let me just finish off with this one. Although high moral people are often viewed positively.
Joe, I think you're supposed to. Does it have an E after moral? What high moral?
Yeah, high moral, not morale.
Okay, moral.
Yeah, there's two.
I know there's moral and morale, but continue.
Okay. Are often viewed positive. I just see you laughing.
You're struggling with each word, man.
I'm like half asleep. You know, I went from reading a 3rd grade level to 1st grade. I'm back to kinder. Pussy! What the fuck? Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
And
that was your Chip and Joe news.
Oh my god.
It's like one of those freak accidents in the news channels that they had to cut it short.
Oh my god. The weather guy just says something so inappropriate. They're like, all right, passing it to sports.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guys, if you guys have high moral standards,
I didn't get anything from that news, man. It was just words, man.
People with high moral standards less likely to be funny.
What the heck does that mean?
What do you mean?
High moral standards.
They have standards that are moral.
Just
and they're high like weed.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Whew.
Well, we'll be looking for a new news anchor for next week, folks.
Oh man, if you guys would like to be in the Chip and Joe news, let us know. I think I know who would be a good fit for this news channel. Mario.
Oh.
Mario, if you are willing to come on and be in the news.
Yeah, you see the old news anchor, the other Joe, he just had an Apple III watch. That was the problem.
Yeah.
See, Mario has
a 4, so he's one series better than me. So Mario, if you're listening to this, text me or something, and we'll set up an arrangement where you can come on podcast into a Chip and Joe news. You'll have a whole minute
yep.
to yourself, buddy. But yeah, that was Chip and Joe news. Oh man. Let's go to the next and final. What are we on time?
We're 30.
We're 30 minutes. Whoa,
Yeah, we still got
some time. All right. So this is gonna end up being the last topic for the podcast. It is something Hector and I talked about the other day when we were driving back from that board game place. What is normal?
Yeah,
And
we were
like-
asking. I don't know, because like in the group that we were playing the games with, like everyone's different,
Uh-huh.
and I was just thinking like, okay, what's normal? What's there like? And Joe's trying to say that like people that try to conform to society are normal, which I think is the answer.
That's the norm.
Okay, like you look at yourself and say you're normal.
You can be normal.
Like, is Joe normal?
I can act normal. I choose not to because I give no fucks.
Yeah.
But I can definitely just be a boring person. Just don't talk. Just don't talk and laugh.
Don't talk.
Don't talk and laugh and just that's it. Yeah.
I don't think that's normal, Joe.
No, that's normal. No.
There's some people that don't talk and laugh.
In
and they-
comparison, no, for me in specific,
okay.
like for me, like I have to talk less and like have less of a sense of humor, and then I'm normal. I'm just like a normal dude.
Mhm.
But like for other people, it's different. For somebody who's too quiet, they need to talk more.
Yeah.
Like to be normal. If that makes, like just for me in specific, I need to talk less and laugh less. Then I'm normal.
So sad.
Then I'm normal. Which I guess is a weird way of looking at it. But no, yeah. Like I feel you have to conform to society just because you become an oddball if you don't.
Yeah. Yeah, you stick out, and then that's considered not normal already.
Yeah, sticking out. But then I mean, it's weird because there's some people that like
that stick out and are good.
they're like,
like-
above normal. Like
Yeah.
like they make normal seem bad. You know what I mean?
You see, Joe is just your average Joe,
Yeah.
but then there's people that are above average Joe.
Oh, yeah. But then they're normal, which is weird. So wait, that's not normal, because they're weird.
So we're back to the question:
Shit.
what is normal?
I mean, you guys probably have thoughts about it. So if you guys have anything you really like, you guys just have it nailed down to like the T, leave a comment or just freaking think about it and talk with your mother again. Brings you guys together. This is what this podcast is for.
Yeah, solving
Solving
family issues.
No, but just yeah.
A little kid's like, Mom, what am I normal?
Oh my god. Of course not, Ronnie.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh man. But I think there's not much to say after that. If you really think about who isn't normal, I think that's your better answer. Cuz I feel like if you try to think of somebody who's normal, that's too hard
Too hard.
cuz they blend in. If you think of somebody who's
Okay.
not normal, it's a lot more. It's like they stick out.
Okay.
It's like finding out who sticks out instead of seeing who's the same. If that makes sense.
I get it. I get like
You can we may have like a group of people that like you obviously think about right away. That you're like, hey, they're not normal, but I mean, are they trying to be normal? That's mainly. I think that's like the big question too, because I feel like anybody can, if they really want to, they can try to be normal, but do they want to, and are they conscious of?
yeah, that's a
being
big
normal.
thing. There's a lot of people I know, or just like see,
Mhm.
and like that they're like, I'm gonna say they're unique,
Okay.
not normal.
Okay.
But they don't know they're unique. They don't know their unique properties.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's why I asked them, like, what is normal, and do they know that?
Yeah.
Uh,
Like, does a normal person know they're normal, and does a not normal person know that they're not normal?
yeah.
That's I think that's like the end goal or like end question we have. And if somebody who isn't normal wants to be normal, how do they go about it?
Well, acting like everyone else, I guess. Even though for some people it'd be too hard because they're already
It would seem kind of like an established personality.
like
that
if
they
someone's
have.
antisocial or something like that.
Yeah.
There's like it's really hard to fake being social because like
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
definitely. I think we're thinking about people that are loud. and weird, I guess. Not weird as in bad, but like weird as in like they stick out. Like in society's terms. Like they stick out, and yeah, that's just kind of the end the end conversation, really. It kind of just stops there. Like,
yeah, and we're talking about like personality wise.
we're not talking about no special disability that they have.
Yeah.
We're not digging at those people. That's not where we're aiming. We're aiming at just, people who just don't maybe consciously know or are aware of their personality, maybe being unique and not being what society deems as normal.
Yeah.
But then it
Well
still
said.
it still sounds weird to say that. Because then it sounds like if somebody who doesn't act like society wants them to, maybe they can have a disability that not even they may not know. So then does it tamper with it, or does it always stick to that side? Like, that's a
Yes.
tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know.
Well, anyways, that's something to think about.
That was a freaking... I'm just like, damn.
Man, you need to go like on some meditation stuff to
Yeah.
look within yourself, man.
If anybody does acid, can you guys do acid and then like find the answer and just comment? I don't want to go through that whole trip or journey. I just want the
Man,
answer.
they'll go to the fourth dimension, man. They'll find the answer. They'll come back and
They'll
tell
talk
us.
to God. They come back like, I got it. But no, yeah, that's definitely a tough one to answer without it becoming a controversial, I guess, debate.
Yeah.
You can't dig too far in, or else it just kind of seems like you're making fun of people, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that was kind of it with the whole concept of what we were thinking. So if you guys have any ideas at all or any like thoughts about it, feel free to write them down so you know what you're thinking.
or
So-
any things you want us to discuss about.
Oh yeah,
Or
anything
think about.
at all that you guys want us to talk about, we're willing to talk about as long as it's not some fucking fucked up shit. But yeah, so
Oh, you forgot to tell them what. No,
What?
Well, we're still looking for sponsors.
oh my god,
man.
forgot about that. We're looking for sponsors, man. If you guys want to sponsor us, we're looking for sponsors, man.
You're milking that dry, Joe.
Sponsor.
Dude, the audio can't take
Just
that, man.
blow up the
It's-
mic. Somebody's listening to this while they're like working out, having a seizure on the
I know.
floor. Oh my
And
god!
then, like a paramedic comes, he's like, "What happened?" He's like, "Sponsors."
They're looking for sponsors.
Who?
Chip and Joe show. Those bastards. What have they done to you?
We'll put them to justice.
We're gonna find them, and we're gonna bring them to justice. Oh my god. Oh man, I need to breathe. So yeah, guys, that's basically the podcast wrapped up. If you guys have any other ideas or anything at all that you guys want to comment, leave it down below. If you guys want to shout out your mother. I don't know why I bring up
with your
the mom
mothers,
thing.
man?
I don't know. Ever since the first time I said it, I like sticking to it. So now I'm like, yeah, you after the podcast, go talk to your mom. Just say what up and talk about the podcast. I just spit over the mic.
Did.
That has been all for Chip and Joe Show.
That's a moist mic.
My name,
Keep going.
my name is Joe, and
My name is Chip.
this has been the podcast. We'll see you guys next week.